Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh Sai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh Sai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh Sai. Okay, all praise unto Yahweh Shim Yahweh War Kakadash, double honors unto the apostles of GreatMillStone. Honors you brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. So this is gonna be a video, I'm gonna call this video, today you have food in your belly. Okay, tomorrow it might not be the case, okay, or something very similar to that. All right, because at the present time, all right, at the present time, everybody's got all the so-called toys, okay, that you could want, especially if you're living out here within the West. This is what you know as a decadent society. All right, you go out there in certain parts of the East, all right, you go into a living room, they ain't none of this thing of a sound system, all right, a TV, okay, PC, all right, a second sound system, Blu-ray player. They ain't none of that, man. It's just a table, if that, okay, and a couple of rags on the floor. All right, so when you're living out here within the West, you're living what's known as a decadent lifestyle, all right? But the scripture speaks about a time when it ain't going to be so frivolous. Matter of fact, if I go into the book of Mark, the 13th chapter, okay, you get a better idea of what I'm trying to talk about here. So Mark, book of Mark, the 13th chapter, I'll go straight to the point. Okay, here we go. Mark 13:8, it says, "For nation shall rise up against nation, kingdom against kingdom." That's the times we're living in right now. Earthquakes, and they shall be kingdom against kingdom, and they shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and they shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows. So we're going to be in a time of the beginning of sorrows. But guess what? The scripture also said that there was going to be famines, man. And you also, too, when you go into the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, it tells you about famines. It tells you how a man's going to go into another man's house, all right, seeking for food, man. Okay, so these are the realities of what's coming in the near future, all right? Let me read this scripture here, the book of Isaiah 32:9, because the ones that are going to be worst hit is going to be you women out here, man. Okay, if you haven't got a man of the Lord at your side to be a covering for the troubles that's going to be out here, all right, the scripture says that the woman was going to be made for childbearing. Childbearing for what? For who? To the wicked Israelites? The wicked Israelites is going to be destroyed. To the Edomites? The Edomites are going into captivity, man. Okay, the Edomite women, we're going to have to force them to breed with the Edomite males, because they ain't going to be feeding that, man. They're going to be looking to get anything other than the Edomite, because the Edomite's going to be at the bottomless class of society. All right, see, we're entering into the times of a switch around, all right, a new time, right, where you got the Negro, Hispanic, Native Americans, and ultimately all the 12 tribes of Israel on top, and you got it to where the Edomites, then the rest of the nations are underneath them, man. Okay, that's the times we're entering into. We ain't entering into business suits and into a time of business suits and white shirts and ties. We're entering into a time of big beards, okay, big bushy beards, okay, garments down to the toes, all right, living in a righteous society, man. Okay, we ain't the time of backstabbing and being a total jerk to get by. That's coming to an end. But guess what? So are the so-called liberties that came with that. Okay, there's a lot of political movements that exist in this time that are not biblical. Okay, the LGBT is an anti-biblical, okay, political movement. The Me Too movement is an anti-biblical political movement, man. Okay, a lot of people like to skate over that. Matter of fact, you go into a lot of these churches, they uphold the LGBT movement. When you go into the scriptures, you find out that's not biblical. When you go into these churches, you find out they're all about Me Too. When the scripture itself says within the book of, was it first in Timothy, it says, "Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection," man. And if she was going to let her learn from her husband in the home, man. See, the covering is going to be an Israelite man. In fact, the scripture says that people shall be willing in the day of thy power. See, right now I can say this and people can be offended and make comments and be emotional about the situation. But the reality of the situation is that the Most High put put it within the scriptures. Thy people shall be within the day of thy power. Meaning to say what? When the Most High gives his men, the elect, okay, the Israelites, and you might say, oh, you've been saying this, singing this same song for years and years and years. What about John? John, the Revelator, the last book of the scriptures, that song's being sung for 2,000 years. And what's been written in the book of Revelations, some of that stuff hasn't even played out. Like the mark of the beast, like World War III, like Babylon, which is America being destroyed. That hasn't been played out. So you're going to say that that's a song that's being said for over 2,000 years, so it's not going to come to pass? Look, man, the words of Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai pursuant to the book of 2nd Ezra 16, might be 2nd Ezra 16, they don't return unto him void, man. Okay, they're going to accomplish, and that's that. Now I'm quoting Isaiah, but 2nd Ezra, I think it's 2nd Ezra 16 goes a little similar to that. But the scripture says that the word of the Lord, they don't come back void unto the Most High. They're going to accomplish that which is seek that which it pleases the Most High. See, when you're running a company of which how the Most High does business is similar, not the same, but similar to how a company is run. You got the directors, okay, they go to a meet, okay, the top director, the managing director, or the CEO, okay, the head guy, he says, look, this is what's going to happen. And then he comes in a couple of months, and guess what? If what he said hasn't happened, someone's getting fired, man. Okay, someone's getting that red slip. Okay, but see the Most High, when he does that, ain't nobody getting the red slip. But guess what? It's gonna get done, man. So when he says America was gonna be destroyed, that's gonna get done. When he said when the Lord set it up to where okay what do you call it? Our family's gonna be coming. Okay, the days of troubles are gonna be coming. Okay, that's not gonna return unto the Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai void. That's gonna accomplish exactly what the Lord and what the Lord has said, man. See, famines are coming, man. Okay, the times where you see a lot of people forget that to flush a toilet, there's a system in place for you to flush a toilet, man. Okay, do you know how much diseases you can get just from not being able to flush a toilet? Okay, do you know how much problems you could have? Okay, like I'm talking about some serious problems, okay, health-wise, okay, like straight up death on the streets, just not from being able to flush the toilets and have so-called running clean water. I say so-called because it ain't really clean, okay, it's pumped full of all kind of chemicals, okay? That's going to be major problems, but guess what? When you got famines and that, you think the fact you think the water system guys are gonna go out there and make sure your water's all right? You must be having a laugh, mate. Okay, you think when you got it to where you got financial ruin, the water guy is gonna wake up in the morning and go do his job? You're having a laugh. Okay, what's gonna happen is that them guys are gonna be like, nah, we ain't about that life anymore. We gonna get our food from somewhere else. Then the whole system breaks down, man. Okay. And that's what's coming out here, man. So the scripture says here within the book of Isaiah 32:9, it says, "Rise up, you women that are at ease, hear the voice, ye careless daughters. Okay, give ear unto my speech." And a lot of you men, you're in an effeminate mindset, pursuant to the book of 1 Corinthians 6:9. Okay, know ye not, know ye not that no adulterers, not covetous, boasters, and so on and so forth shall enter into the kingdom. And it also says that what? No effeminates. See, to have a careless mindset as a man, that's like an effeminate mindset, man. And careless is to be not circumspect. As a man, you're supposed to be circumspect, man. You're supposed to say, okay, right, there's sanctions being imposed on Russia by the United States. Okay, this is going to happen as a result. As a circumspect man, especially a man of the Lord, you should be able to draw these conclusions within your own mind. Okay, you should be able to look at a thing and say, oh, boom, 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 boom. That's going to be the result, man. Okay? That's what you're supposed to be thinking. It says, "Arise, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days ye shall be troubled, and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come." All right? So food being gathered together, all of that, okay, there's going to be troubles out here, man. Okay, tremble ye women that are at ease, and especially you people that are on the high class, all right, of which women are technically always in the high class, man. Because you always have a dude that's going to bow down, and especially within this society, bow down and save you from your burdens. Okay, some sucker niggas that's going to come and save you from your burdens, man. So you're really always in an easy type mindset, unless you're an ugly broad, which ugly is a curse. Okay, many days, but in this society, because everything's so backwards, it's like beauty is a curse. Because you get a chick, you think, okay, she's a fine chick. The most I blessed her, she's the one that's got the most mental demons, man. Anyways, that's a different story for a different day, man. Okay, it says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, you women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, gird up with sackcloth. Lament the teats for the pleasant field, for the fruitful vine. Okay, so, I mean, hard times is coming, man. And Lord's going to have mercy upon us, the elect men, which he's going to have mercy upon his elect. Lord's will I be one of them. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah, double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, ownership of us that be pushing this truth in sincerity.